do you say, dog? What do you say, dog? What do you say? Okay, hang on. Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Got sleepy again. Got sleepy. Say, no, I just want a belly rub. Just want a belly rub. Just need a belly rub. Hey, you look, you're dappled. Yeah, you're dappled like a horsey. Or the flowering willow in the front yard. You're a dappled willow. Yep. What's up, Cabela? All right, I'm gonna go eat breakfast. I'll be back in a minute. What's up, doggos? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Bunny. Where's Taters? He's just happy as a clam. He's just over there eating, man. Maybe I'll just leave him in there. I just thought he'd want a buddy. Look at that view. My goodness. Oscar, hold still. All we hear is little feet. Willow, hold still. Sheriff gonna get it. Atta boy. Wow. If you're new here, welcome and howdy. If you're old here, welcome and howdy. What's he doing? He sees something he wants. Well, today is June 2nd. Couldn't read it through the camera. And we moved in February of 24. There was 200 trees at least. I kid you not. I've still got the dozer pile to prove it right back there. Across that 3/4 acre hill, over here on the side of the house. You can watch any video from about a year ago and see how many trees we've taken out. And we finally took out one of the last nuisance trees in the backyard. And now we wake up with views like this every day. The whole inside of the house is brighter because that tree basically stood in front of these double windows. I mean, it is just amazing. It's amazing. I can't get over it. It kind of feels like a new home again. I mean, seriously, if that's, might be weird to say, but it's like we've put our own spin on it or something. I mean, it is so lit up. Even, I got to show you something. So we get a lot of condensation because we have a metal roof. Everybody does on a metal roof at night. Still damp right here and still moist, and there's just all this yuck. But now that the sun can come up and heat all this up, it's gone quicker, Willa. It's gone. What do you think about that? Hang on. Gotta check a couple things first. If you know, you know. So we got a mess of chickens in February. And they're as old as February 6th, some of them. Some of them are like a week or two later. But it is officially egg month. We're gonna see who gets the first one out of my dad and brother and myself, see who gets the first one. You guys say Dad's gonna get him first because he does a chicken dance or something. But you say Kyle's gonna get him first because they're feeding layer pellets. I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter what you feed them, okay? It don't matter. You can feed them all flock, you can feed them everything. Chickens are born to make eggs. Somebody's gonna get the first egg, but it's gonna be me. Even Case, my oldest boy, says he's gonna find the first egg. And I'm like, you can't find the first egg because you don't get out here till noon. Which actually, truth be told, most chickens I've ever had lay in the afternoon. Yeah, that whole morning egg thing, they don't lay them at night. You don't wake up to eggs. That's not how it works. Speaking of fewer trees, my goodness. Now we need to come in here and take out some stumps. Morning, girls. Take out some stumps, take out some branches. But let me get back in here and show you what we've done. So this is a big open area now, not too far from the gate. And some people were kind of confused. Let me show you something down here. Come on, girls. So the last couple of days, the reason it's been important for me to show you what we do with big trees and how we make them go away entirely is some of you guys look in here, and I know it's hard to tell on camera. I'm not calling you out. I'm trying to help you understand or see our vision, what we're doing. But you look around here and you see this mess, and you're like, my goodness, man, he's just making a mess though. He just cut down trees and left them laying on the ground. Well, we leave them laying on the ground because these girls and boy and a couple others in here eat all the leaves. So yesterday I took down that huge tree in the backyard. Easy, buddy, easy. And he's just like his mom. He's just gonna get closer and closer till food falls out of my pockets. You saw us take that huge tree down, and then I bucked it, limbed it. It had a ton of leaves on it, which that wood chipper can handle those leaves, no problem. But what's nice is when the girls will eat, or the cows in a big pasture will eat a lot of the leaves, it just makes it going that much quicker because I don't have to buck it as much. We literally went from something that looked like this everywhere where I stand right now, and then it looks like this, right? So we go from full trees, can't see 20 feet, to we knock down trees and visibility is even lower, but it's a part of the process. To then we go to something that looks like that, where we got a bunch of stumps. And I've explained before, the reason we have all the stumps is our wood chipper can do up to 9 inches. So if the trunk of a tree is over 9 inches, I cut it to where it's about 7 or 8, and then we can chip that entire tree. So again, from recap, we go from low visibility to no visibility to ugly stumps, looks like a hazard for tires, to this. Okay, this is easily an acre that has probably, I mean, look, they're eating grass. There's never been grass here in 40 or 50 years. And we were cutting down trees that were 40, 50 feet tall. And again, I'm learning. I don't want anybody to think I'm calling anybody out. There was no comments, nothing like that. Because this channel, I try to educate. I don't really try to call, I mean, I will call you out if it needs to be done, because that's my favorite thing to do. But let's be honest, I'm learning too. We all are, okay? Ain't nobody knows everything. Even like a 16, 20-foot tree with a leaf system that's, 20 feet wide, tick already, 7:05 in the morning. Even with a tree that's got a 20-foot wide leaf system on top, the shadow that casts is twice as big. I mean, it's huge. So you think about things like this, where you got this giant black oak. There's not a limb on this tree. I mean, well, I'll take that back. Okay, you got me. There's a couple little baby ones, but the big stuff doesn't start until it's 25 feet in the air. That's just a huge tree. I just love it. But they're literally finding grass from this weekend that they've never eaten before in here. Like, we got a bunch of rain Friday. We got a little rain last night. Sunday, it was sunny and 80 yesterday, all day long. And now this grass is popping in here. It's just awesome. So, well, let's go recover my pole saw. It's back here somewhere. And I'm actually going to, so that they're not starving, I'm going to cut a couple trees down for them. But you know how that goes, especially with that one. Yeah, there's a pretty sizable area back here. Like I've never even driven through here. It was so crowded. We just made it all go away. It's another big open area. The visibility's low because I haven't been in here with the wood chipper yet. But the other day you couldn't even see through it. Now you can see out. There we go. It's a decent little hickory tree, but it was never going to survive with a couple of these bigger ones around it. And honestly, a couple of the bigger ones are a little more established. I'd rather leave them. So they'll come in here and clean this up. They get food for the day, and all is well. But yeah, they'll come in here and clean this up, and then all we got to do is come in and bucket and run it through the chipper, and she gone. Frosty! He's okay. I saw him earlier. He's got something over there he's chowing down on. Frosty! Come here, buddy. 2 speeds, man. On and off. Ain't in a hurry to get nowhere. They're both the same way. They got the same dad. So I think that's what it is, man. Just most of Maximus's babies are gonna be pretty chill. Depending on their mom, he's the exception. He has no chill. But literally, that's grass right there that's never seen daylight. I mean, it's just what's native here. But it's literally never grown before, and it's just amazing to open that up for our animals. So this pasture in here, I don't want to say it'll be the last one to get attention, because it will. But it's kind of our overflow pen, like our steer pen, you know, where we can put somebody if they just want to be alone. I mean, I could put Tipsy in here and just let her be in here while she calves. Yeah, it's just a good pasture to be in. Actually, that just crossed my mind. I might do that. So this is 8 acres. There's nobody in here currently. And there's nothing wrong with putting Tipsy in here because she's bred, so Maximus isn't going to care. She's not going to come into heat and run over to the fence, and they're not going to try and get between the fence with each other. So just a good little pasture. But we did have a mulching drum run through here. Not fully, like not a full-blown mulch job, but like enough to run a fence and have a little bit of a pasture. So anyway, it probably needs the least amount of attention, that's for sure. Doesn't really do it justice coming down this thing like this. Whoop. Oh, it's gonna teach us about approach angles. Just gonna make sure I didn't lose anything out the back. But you can see how many trees even along this fence can come out, and it wouldn't hurt anything. Wouldn't hurt one bit. I mean, I want to do some like preventative damage control too. Like instead of waiting until a tree is almost unmanageable, go ahead and string it up. If it's leaning towards the fence, we can pull it the other way. Just saw a deer jump out of our pasture up there. There's no way I caught it on camera, unfortunately. But yeah, that's funny. There's no cows in here, so we've got deer right now. Which, by the way, I told you, I bought me another deer feeder. We're gonna set it up today. I'm excited. It's beautiful back there. So yeah, like some of these trees right here, while they're pretty, you know, they're not harming anything. But when they get bigger and unmanageable and they're hard to cut down, I don't want to mess with them then when they can ruin our fence. Not that I worry too much about like rotational grazing because, sorry, Gilligan it a little bit there. Gilliganing. Rotational grazing and stuff like that, I don't want to say it's a buzzword, but it's almost like, I've said this before, but it's like because of the internet, if you're not rotationally grazing, you're doing it wrong. This pasture is currently resting, but to be honest, if you had 5 head in here on 8 acres and you cut that down to two head on 8 acres is pretty much resting a pasture. 2 head couldn't even keep this eaten down. I had 2 head in here and it overgrew. Yeah, I got bad news. I literally have no cubes, but I can make some leafy greens. Tipsy, how's the bag? She's looking hippie, boy. Yep, we're getting bigger. We'll get a closer look here in a minute. Junebug. Look at the bag on June. Golly. June, honey. Are you missing blue? It'll dry up, don't worry. Grass and the leaves and everything's going to explode in here today. This will be the second day in a row after a rain Saturday night. Today's Monday morning. This will be the second day in a row with 80-degree temperatures. But just look at these leaves and these trees. I mean, this is, I think I did this a week ago exactly. And look, there's not a leaf on a tree, man. I'll get out here and show you, hang on. Look at that. So these were big 30, 40 foot trees, foot round bases, all that stuff. I mean, that's one of the stumps right there. And they've just taken every leaf off of every branch. And we can now just, there's more daylight. I mean, it's crazy. I hope you guys are enjoying this journey, man, because it's just blowing my mind. I've never been a part of something like this, but I mentioned we're going to get a Longhorn cattle chute from Dickinson Cattle Company, and Mr. Dickinson was telling me on the phone that most people nowadays, which I've also heard from Aeroquip, these guys that have been in the cattle industry for 40, 50 years, telling everybody, hey, listen, most people nowadays only have a couple of steers or maybe 1 milk cow, but most people who have 1 milk cow have more animals, because 1 milk cow is quite a chore just to have a milk cow, just for the milk. So they've always usually got a couple of steers as well. But right now, like, there's not a lot of farmland for sale. You can buy raw land without utilities like we've got. I mean, I know we have a house on it, but like, this is overgrown land for the last 30, 40 years. Nobody maintained it, nobody cleaned it, and it just grew to a point where nothing could graze on it except for deer and turkey. But deer and turkey to survive just as fine in a bit of open field. Cattle, they need some plains, man. They need some prairies, and this was a plain. Okay, these trees have not been here since the beginning of time. This is overgrown, it's stunted. The forest is stunted, the trees are stunted. And we're just trying to bring it back. So anyway, Mr. Dickinson was telling me that if you take, this is a crazy stat, if you take all the cattle in the United States, all the cattle ranches, and divide it up by the number of people that own cattle, and this is based off like market prices and being able to tell, you know, the market is up, the market is down. But right now, the way the market stands, average person that has cattle owns about 18. Now think about that. What that means is these big conglomerate ranches that you hear about, these big meat factories, if you will, but feedlots. And I shrug my eyes at that phrase, okay? I love the people that produce our meat. I've got friends that produce it commercially. But anyway, what I'm saying is, for those big, huge ranches that you think of, think about how low the actual number has to be to offset those big meat producing companies and ranches. 18, to bring it all the way to 18 from ranches with 3, 4, 5, 6,000 head. Okay, I mean, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. So like us sitting here, I think we have 18 on the nose right now. I probably should count. I should probably know that, actually. That's surprisingly low. I thought it'd be way different. I thought it'd be like, the average would be like 50 or 60 because of how many big ranches you think of and see on the side of the road, but those guys aren't the majority. Otherwise, the number would be much higher. The majority is guys like us, my wife and I, and my brother and sister-in-law, that have 20 to 40 acres, maybe even fewer, and just a couple head. Seriously. Man, it's such a cool stat though. It's a cool thing. I like it. Wow. Hang on, let me get through here before they... Nelly, you're a quick one. Whoop. You're so fast. Hey, actually, yes, I did let that roll in gear. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. My goodness. So today I am going to trim up these trees right here. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to trim these trees up right here with my pole saw, like as high as I can. Like I'd like to get the limbs above the gutter line. And then when we look out, we'll only see, you know, just the tree trunks. It won't be like this massive wall of leaves like we had out here in the middle. And the next trees I'm going to take out in the yard are going to be those. And those right there. And we'll keep working on it. I want to see Miss Tipsy though. Tipsy, how we doing? So you guys may think that, morning Fiona. Yeah, we're getting pretty stinking big. Yeah, we are. My goodness. It's like overnight. Now it'll be much, much bigger. Good morning, young lady. It'll be much bigger than that, but it is getting bigger. I'd say the back half isn't, it's getting there. But you guys saw those leaves and limbs and trees up top. These I just cut down 2 days ago, and they will look like that eventually. If I cut down more trees, they won't mess with these. I got to wait until they eat these down before I can take more down. So, but I talked to Ray, and our plan is to actually clear this hill. We want to look down into the meadow. So entirely. A lot of you guys have asked about that dozer pile. There is no way for me to take out that dozer pile. I am probably like, I can't take the chipper up there. I mean, those trees were like 60 feet tall and he just rolled them into a pile. I mean, all of those trees, I can't explain enough how big that pile is. I mean, it's 20 feet tall, probably, I don't know, 80, 90 feet long. Nelly, take it easy. So, she's pushy this morning. They think I have cubes. Goodness. Look at that, man. So pretty. I'm ready for that 3 or 4 inches of rain they're calling for. My buddy Brad at Piney Grove was telling me I need an aerator, and I'm sure he's right, because Brad's got a couple of pastures on that 20 acres he and Deb have down in Florida. I'll link them down below. I don't know, 3 or 4 5-acre fields over the 20 acres that they own. And they look like a front yard you would want here in the Midwest. Like pigs and cows, everybody's hollering at me, dogs. Hey! But anyway, my point is, Brad was telling me I needed a farm-rated aerator out here, like a big one, pull behind the tractor. turn this over, aerate the lawn, then throw the seed in. I did basically seed my seed though. I mean, there are 2 bags on this 3/4 of an acre right here. And I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm figuring out some plans here. I got the trough running. I'd like to get Bunny out of that pen because she's about to lose her marbles. And get her out of there. Need to set up that deer stand. Not deer stand, deer feeder. Yes, I'm gonna put a deer feeder right out here, man. There he comes. You better get ready. You better get ready. Will he get in there and mix it up? I don't know. Tell him, buddy. Tell him, buddy. Man, I tell you what. I might actually get you out of here, bring you over in the chute, put one of them tags in your ear. That's so funny. Taters, you're gonna be flavored like bacon. You eat that pig food. That's pig food, you knucklehead. Hey, that's pig food. You're silly. So we got taters, pork, chop, Izzy, and Lady. Yep, that's the names. So Bunny's down there. Let's go see if we can get Bunny out of there. So I actually came up here to distract taters with that feed. That was intentional because I want Bunny out of this pasture down here. I want to put her in there with Maximus before she throws a fit. So anyway, stand by. But after seeing taters though, I might want to go ahead and get him out of there. Wait for it. Yeah, see? She's fine. She's just a big crybaby. Just a big old baby. I almost feel like swapping her and Tipsy maybe. Put Tipsy in here. I don't know. Bunny kind of likes that lean life. Tipsy likes to eat. Bunny and taters have definitely eaten this down though. But man, this pasture could use a good, what is it? Herbicide. There are so many weeds and baby trees in here. It's disgusting. Are you drinking that? There's fresh water at the top. Don't you know? You want out of there? Hang on. Will you just come down to the gate with me? Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Woo. Come here. Now she's gonna eat what she's supposed to. Now she's content, guys. Now she's content. She just wanted some attention. That's all. Come on, I'll put you over there if you come down here before Taters gets down here. I'm not ready for him yet. Come here. Come on. Hey, you can eat this, but I want you to move up towards the gate too, though. Definitely. Oh boy, here comes Paw Patrol. Golly. Hey, you just gonna eat your way all the way up there? That's fine. Just don't tell anybody else. Well, now you gave it away, Bonnie. They can see you. Nope, we're gonna stay we're gonna stay east of the fence though. Now you've done it. Go on up that way. Nope. Hey. Bunny Lynn, we're not playing. Go on. Don't make me get the side by side. Don't make me get the side by side. Such a stinker. She's like, I don't care, Dad. I don't care, Dad. Hey, come on. goodness. Why do I mow? Taters? Sorry, buddy. We're about to aerate the lawn. Oh boy. Oh, we're punching holes now, man. We're punching holes now. Hey, that's good. Weed the driveway. That's fine by me. Smelling fireworks. Just taking a stroll. Typical Monday morning. That gate's open right there. Hang on. She's probably too smart to come in here. Be my guess. Ooh, rainwater. That's good stuff now. See, she's thinking right now. I promise you. Miss Bunny is a teenager still. She's thinking, how do I get past him without going through that gate? That's what we're thinking, huh? Isn't it? Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, I know how. I weigh 900 pounds. I'll just do what I want. Stay off the baby grasses. Watch her go over there and knock that over. I literally just set that up. Watch her go over and knock it over. So we might have taken the scenic route, but I think we're gonna find our destination here. Smart cow. Look at that. I knew you were bluffing. I knew it, Bunny. Nope. 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 I got nothing but time today. Nope. Stinker. Would you go help her with whatever she needs? Literally. Anything. Goodness. Teenagers. Maximus? What's the verdict, brother? Interesting. So just FYI, if Bunny's in heat, she gave birth to Beans like last July. So if she's in heat, something might be off because she should not be in heat. Okay? So it's one of those things, we'll see. So yeah, we'll see, it started growing this way because those were crowding it. But what we'll do is I'll probably limb this pig nut hickory, like what, 12 feet up. And then it'll start sending some of its energy and hopefully spread out a little bit that way. But we're gonna leave it for a little bit. It's the same tree as we got there. And we don't mind them. I mean, they're not, you know, it's not like a blackjack oak or some real pretty maple in the fall, but it's still pretty. So. All right. Now the fun begins. I'm gonna start chipping.
You're holding your nose. You want? I just wanted you to get water in your nose, actually. I didn't get any.
Well, that was quite a day. If you can't tell, the boys are in the pool. But look how good that looks limbed. And then of course we got the 2 trees taken out of the front yard. And no, I'm not gonna show you guys the boys in the pool because that's weird. So don't make it weird. Yeah, 107 yards to next year's tag. And don't worry, I'll make sure the cows are out of the way. But yeah, all right, with that said, that's been a day. Appreciate you guys watching. I have no idea where this video is at, but just gonna enjoy some family time by the pool. Ray just vacuumed the whole thing. It looks amazing. Very grateful and blessed. All right, appreciate you guys. See ya. Oh, hey, anybody want a rooster? Better let me know quick. Tomorrow I'm having nuggets.